Ben had always been a man of vision. As a young boy, his eyes sparkled with dreams of exploring the world. He loved the colors of autumn leaves, the way the sun danced on the water, and the smile of a stranger passing by. But all of that changed one cold winter evening when he awoke in a hospital bed enveloped in darkness. He had gone into a diabetic coma, and when he finally emerged, the doctors told him he had lost his sight. At first, the news struck him like a bolt of lightning. He was consumed by anger, frustration, and despair. The world he had known was gone, and in its place was a darkness that threatened to swallow him whole. But Ben was no stranger to adversity. Raised by a single mother who had worked tirelessly to provide for him, he had learned early on that life was often unfair, but it was also full of miracles. He had grown up in a home where faith was not just spoken of but lived. His mother had always told him, "Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." In the weeks following his diagnosis, Ben wrestled with his new reality. He stumbled around his small apartment, bumping into furniture, tripping over his own feet, and feeling utterly lost. But each night as he lay in bed, he would close his eyes and pray. "God, I don't understand why this has happened to me," he would whisper into the darkness, "but I trust you. Show me how to live in this new world." Slowly, a sense of peace began to settle over him. He realized that while he had lost his physical sight, he had not lost his inner vision. His heart still beat, his mind still dreamed, and his soul still soared. One morning, as he sat on the edge of his bed, Ben felt a gentle nudge in his spirit. He knew it was time to take the first step forward. He reached for his cane and carefully made his way to the front door. With a deep breath, he opened it and stepped outside. The world was now a place of sounds, smells, and textures. The rustling of leaves underfoot, the scent of fresh bread from the bakery down the street, the cool breeze against his skin, these became his new guides. Ben learned to listen with his heart and walk by faith, not by sight. Every day he would take a walk around the neighborhood, feeling the warmth of the sun on his face and the ground beneath his feet. He began to notice things he had overlooked before: the laughter of children playing, the songs of birds in the trees, the kindness of strangers who offered to help him cross the street. His faith grew stronger with each step he took. He realized that while he could no longer see with his eyes, he could still see with his soul. The darkness that once terrified him became a canvas on which he painted his hopes and dreams. He started volunteering at the local community center, where he shared his story with others who were facing their own challenges. He became a source of inspiration, a living testament to the power of faith. Each night, as Ben knelt by his bed, he would pray, not for his sight to be restored, but for the strength to keep walking by faith. He thanked God for the beauty he could still experience, for the love that surrounded him, and for the grace that sustained him. In time, Ben's story spread throughout the town. People came to him for advice, for comfort, and for the wisdom that only someone who had walked through the darkness could offer. And Ben, with a smile on his face and peace in his heart, would always remind them, faith is not about seeing with your eyes. It's about seeing with your heart. And so, Ben lived his life with a quiet strength, walking by faith one step at a time, in a world that was no longer dark but filled with light, an inner light that guided him every day. Please like and subscribe to help us grow our spiritual channel. Thanks.